Hi, I'm Mary. Thank you for joining us for Wednesday morning yoga. Go ahead and get your mat set up, a blanket if you like, and blocks and a strap. We'll come to a comfortable seat. Bring our hands to heart center. If you like, you can fold a blanket or sit on a block to elevate those hips a little bit. Straighten your spine. Go ahead and come to a soft gaze or close your eyes if you like. Bring our hands to heart center. Pressing our fingertips together. Thumbs toward heart center. It's a good place to set an intention, step into your practice. Let go of your to-do list. Be in the moment. Go ahead and dip your chin toward your chest, stretching out the back of your neck, snuggling those shoulder blades down. Take a few deep breaths right here, lengthening our inhalations and our exhalations. And go ahead and raise your head up. Put our hands down by our knees and we'll begin to make some small circles starting at the base of our spine. As if we're inside a bowl, trying to get all the edges all the way around. Awakening your body. Kindly, mindfully, letting your breath guide you. And when you come to the front of that circle, go ahead and take it in the opposite direction, trying to keep your sits bones planted on the ground. We'll gradually slow it on down, coming back to center. Our hands to heart center. Go ahead and interlace our fingers, and as we inhale, we're going to stretch our arms forward. Exhale, rise on up. We'll flow between the two with your breath, inhaling and exhaling, reaching up skyward. Do two more just like that, and meet at the top. Release the arms to the side and we'll do a few shoulder rolls, loosening up that shoulder carriage. We'll take them up, back and down, getting some movement, engaging all those tiny muscles in the back of your shoulders, upper back. And we're going to creep our right fingers out to the right side, keeping our left sits bone down. We'll take that left arm up and over, stretching out that entire left side. We'll exhale, open up. Inhale, over. Exhale, open up. And one more just like that. Come on up to the midline. Plugging those shoulder blades down. We'll take the left hand on the ground this time. Creep those fingertips out, keeping the right sits bone down. Stretching out that entire right side. Exhale, open up. Inhale, over. Two more just like that. Then let your breath guide you up to the center. Bring up both arms. Exhale, heart center. Let's dip our chin toward our chest. Release our arms. We're going to take our right ear and dip it over our right shoulder blade. You can creep those left fingers out, and if you like, just for a little added weight in the stretch, we're not pressing. Just going to place it above our ear. Breathing deeply here. Feeling your belly fill up like a balloon and deflate. And release that right hand. Dip your chin back toward your chest. And on over to the left side, this time lining up that left ear over the left shoulder. And creep those right fingers out, enhancing that stretch along the right side of her neck. And our left hand can come up over our ear, adding a little weight. Breathing deeply here. And we'll go ahead and release the hand. Dip that chin back toward our chest. Come on up to heart center. Bring our hands together, pressing our fingertips together. And if you have a strap, you can go ahead and grab it. We're going to use this for stretching. So make it nice and long, and we'll inhale it up. Exhale it over. So you may want to make it a little bigger as you go over your back. Inhale it up. Exhale down. So you can play with the length. If you want a little more, come in. If you want a little less, guide it out a little bit more. And you can begin to personalize it. Incorporate some movements. Find those tight spots that only you can find by experimenting with your strap. So we try to keep our sits bones grounded. You can use it for stretching out the lumbar spine in addition to your shoulder carriage. Any tight spots you want to hang out in, go right ahead. A few more breaths with your movement. Go ahead and release it. Put it by your side. We're going to be using that for our legs soon. Do a few more shoulder rolls, up, back, and down. We're going to inhale up into tabletop, spreading our hands, fingers wide, making a little suction cup, and then we're going to shift our weight a little bit forward so our weight's not directly on our wrist. We're going to do a little cat-cow, so as we inhale, we'll come forward, opening up our shoulder blades. Exhale, back into cat, rounding up. And we'll inhale forward as if you're ducking under a fence. You may want to come through cobra. Exhaling back toward child's pose. And inhaling forward. Couple more breaths just like that. It's as if we're marrying our movement with our breath. And we'll come back to tabletop. Let's take that right leg back, and we're going to stretch out the sole of our foot. So we'll flex, get our calf too. Inhale forward and point that foot. Exhale, flex it, and stretch it out. Giving those soles of our feet some love. They do a lot of supporting us, and we need to take care of them so they can take care of us. One more just like that. Let's meet in tabletop and switch. We'll take that left leg back. Stretch out the sole of the foot and the calf. You may notice one side is a little tighter than the other. Often we use our dominant side a little more. So it might be a little looser. It might actually be a little overstretched. One more and we'll meet back in tabletop. We're going to go ahead and dip our stomach toward the mat, do a little cement mixer with our spine, loosening it up, giving it some flexibility. Breathing deeply, lengthening your inhalations and your exhalations. And next time you come to center, go ahead and take it in the opposite direction. Making a note how that opposite side feels. Come back to center. Let's go ahead and lower ourselves all the way down to our stomach. Take our arms out in front of us, feet behind us. Put our forehead on the mat, and we're going to roll our forehead right to left, slowly giving it a little massage. Go ahead, stretch the arms out in front. We're going to take our right one, put the knife edge on the ground, and as we inhale, we're going to lift the right arm and the left leg. So inhale up. and reach. Exhale down. We'll do 2 more just like that. Inhaling up. Plugging that shoulder blade. Exhaling down. Come on back to center. Let's go ahead and roll that forehead gently side to side. A little forehead massage before we switch to the opposite side. Come back to center. This time we're going to take that left arm, put the hand on the knife edge, and as we inhale up, we're going to lift the left arm and the right leg in opposite directions. Plugging that shoulder blade, trying to keep your hips square. 2 more. At your own pace, with your own breath. Let's come on down. Walk those hands back by your ribs. Do a few shoulder blade loops up, back, and down. Aiming those elbows toward your back pockets if you had some. We're going to put our weight into our hands. Come on up through tabletop. And shoot our hips back to child's pose. Opening up your lower lumbar spine. Another good place to roll that forehead side to side. Little massage. Let's take those arms back by our legs and we'll flip the palms upward. Full surrender. Breathing deeply here. A few restorative breaths. Go ahead and let your shoulders round. And we'll drag our arms forward. Come on back through tabletop. We're going to turn our toes under and shoot our hips back. Pedaling out our downward dog. Bowing our heart center forward. And wag your tail slightly side to side while you pedal it out. Getting an enhanced stretch all along the side. Release your head, your neck, your jaw. Give it some yeses and nos. We'll come back to center. Bend your knees or straighten them. And we're going to shoot that right leg back, squaring the hips. Exhale, bend the knee and bring it towards your chest. Inhale, back out. We'll do 1 more like that. Exhaling forward. Inhaling out. And bend that leg. Open it up, upward. Open up your dog. Breathe here. Deeply. Come on back, straighten it out. Bring it on down. We'll pedal it out a little bit before we switch to the opposite side. We'll take the left leg back this time, noticing the difference in one side versus the other. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it forward towards your chest, and inhale it back out. 2 more just like that. And when you get up to the top, go ahead and bend that knee, open up your dog. Breathe here deeply. Putting your weight in your heel, outer knife edge of your foot. We'll straighten it back up, bring it on down. Shoot it back to downward dog. Then we're going to inhale forward into plank, or hands and knees. Exhale, back to downward dog. We'll flow between the two. 2 more just like that. I'm going to walk our hands up toward, or our feet up toward our hands. Let's put them wide on the outer edges of our mat. We'll bend our knees, grab our elbows, and sway slightly side to side in ragdoll pose. Make some figure 8s with your arms if you like. Release your head, your neck, your jaw. We hold a lot of tension there, so it's good to take care and wiggle it out every so often. Don't realize how much we're clenching until we catch ourselves. Let's go ahead and plant our hands, heel toe in. about hip distance apart. Go ahead and bend into our knees. Let's take our hands on our shins, straight and flat back as we inhale. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more just like that. Hands on shins, inhaling. Exhaling, bending in a little more. And we're going to bend generously and roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Bringing up the shoulder, the neck, the head last. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Pause here for a few breaths. Weight in our heels, outer knife edges, trying to loosen the death grip our toes have on the mat. Let's inhale out and up. Swan dive all the way down. And release that head, the neck and shoulders again. Bend those knees and we'll roll up. Hands out and up. Exhale, heart center. We're going to take that right foot and step it back. Coming into a lunge. We'll frame our front foot with our hands. Lining up that knee over the ankle. Pressing into our hands. We'll exhale as we bow forward, straightening our front leg. Inhale into the lunge. We'll flow with your breath between the two, letting it guide you. Everybody's lung capacity and size is different, so therefore your inhalations and exhalations are going to last a bit different length of times. One more and we'll meet in our lunge. Put our weight in our hands, and we're going to scoot that back foot about 1/3 up our mat. The toes turning out about 45-degree angle. We'll scissor our inner thighs together. When you're ready, bend into that front knee, coming up into warrior 1. Breathe here deeply, snuggling those shoulder blades down. Let your next breath guide you up to warrior 2, and take our hands on our hips and just wiggle them out. We're going to bend that front knee into warrior 2, energizing your arms, fingertips. We'll inhale and rise the arms up. You straighten that front leg. Exhale, warrior 2. A couple more times. Engaging all those tiny muscles in our back. Let's go ahead and straighten that front leg. Bump the hip to the back. We'll reach as far forward as we can, getting ready for triangle. When you can't go anymore, bring it down. Right hand will come to the right ribs. Reach skyward. We'll inhale here. Reach up. Exhale, open. Slight twist. Let the next one guide you up. Coming back to warrior 2. Go ahead and cartwheel all the way down. Now come back into plank and lower all the way down. When you arrive, go ahead and turn your elbows to the side. Take a few deep breaths right here. A good place to feel your belly inflate like a balloon with your breath and deflate. Take our hands back by our lower ribs, loop those shoulder blades up, back, and down. We'll turn the toes under and shoot back to downward dog. Breathing here deeply. Take that right foot up this time, coming into our low lunge. Framing that foot with our hands, lining up that knee over the ankle. We'll exhale as we bow forward, straighten that front leg. Inhaling into our lunge and flowing between the two. Letting your breath energize you and guide you. One more and we'll meet in our lunge. Putting our weight in our hands. Go ahead and drag that back foot up. About a third. Turning the toes outward. Scissoring those inner thighs. Coming on up to Warrior Two. Breathing here deeply. Let your next breath guide you up to the side and we'll wiggle out our hips. And ready for Warrior Two on this side. Bend into that front knee, guiding it so it doesn't come over those big toes. Helps protect your knee. Breathe here as we gaze beyond our fingertips. And we'll inhale. We bring the arms overhead. Straighten the front leg and exhale. Warrior Two. A few more just like that. And we'll go ahead and straighten that front leg. Reach as far forward as we can, getting ready for triangle on this side. Bring that hand down. Left hand on left ribs. Open and reaching up. Inhale up. Exhale, opening your twist. 2 more breaths here. Feeling that lovely chiropractic adjustment you're giving your own body. Let your next breath guide you up. And back through Warrior Two. Go ahead and cartwheel all the way down again. Let's take that foot back and shoot back to downward dog. Breathing here. Go ahead and come all the way down. Let's go all the way down onto our stomachs. Take our arms out in front of us. Put that head on our mat. Roll that forehead side to side. Drag those arms back by our ribs. Pointing those elbows toward our back pockets. We're going to press into those hands and come up into Hero's Pose. So we're going to be sitting and stretching out the tops of our feet this time. And we'll shine our palms forward in Hero's Pose, and then we'll inhale those arms out and up. Exhale, heart center. Once again, inhale them out and up. Exhale, heart center. We'll plant our hands down. Turn those toes under. Walk those feet up toward our hands. Coming to the front of your mat. Go ahead and bend into those knees and we'll rise on up. Let's take our big toe ball mounds together, or you can just come parallel. Getting ready for chair pose. We'll tuck our stomach toward our spine. Bend into those knees. Let your breath guide you and energize you as your arms and gaze come upward. In chair pose, sitting back in that invisible chair. On your next inhalation, let it guide you upward. Exhale, hands to heart center. Dip our chin toward our chest and pause here, breathing deeply. We'll step a little bit wider, about hip distance apart. We're going to take the arms out to the side. We're going to turn the left palm backwards. Bend your elbow, take it behind your back, getting ready for a bind. We'll lift the left arm up and over. You can grab your clothing back there, or if your fingers reach, you can grab them together. We'll look upward as we point that elbow upward. Breathing here in our bind. One more breath and we'll open up. Arms to the side. Let's bring them by our sides and roll those shoulder blades up, down, and back. You can try the opposite direction, bringing them forward before we switch to the other side. So inhale those arms out. This time that right hand is going to turn back. We're going to bend that right elbow, bring it behind us. Our left hand will come up and over, grasping where you can. We'll point the elbow to the sky and our gaze, breathing here. Pulling our stomach toward our spine. Weight in our heels, outer knife edge of our feet. Let your next breath guide you open. Our hands back to heart center. Pause here for a few breaths. And we're going to go ahead and step to the outer edges of our mat, and we're going to start to rotate side to side. Your arms are just going to be coming along for the ride with the momentum. Giving some suppleness, some flexibility, some twisting in that spine. Breathing deeply, lengthening your inhalations and your exhalations. If your arms want, they can give you a little swacky massage. And we'll gradually slow it on down, coming back to stillness, back to center. Bring our hands to heart center, and let's go ahead and heel toe in a bit and get ready for tree pose. So we'll put our weight in our left foot first, make a little kickstand with that right. Using our hands at heart center. And if you like, you can grow your tree anywhere except directly on the kneecap. We don't want to hurt that joint. You can use some branches for balance. And your breath. Embracing all those tiny moments as your body figures it out. Bring it on down and pedal it out. Getting ready for the opposite side. This time we're going to put our weight in our right foot. Kickstand that left. Hands at heart center. Honoring that this side is different than the other. And if you want to grow it, your tree, go right ahead. And come on down. Let's pedal it out. Take that right knee up this time. Let's hug it in toward the chest. You could flex your foot or point it. As we inhale, we're going to open it up. Exhale, hug it on in. One more just like that. And take it on down. Wiggle out those hips. We'll switch to the opposite side. Left leg is coming up. Hug it on in. And open up. Inhaling to hug. Exhale, open. Once again, inhaling, hugging. Exhale, open. Come on down. I'm going to sit all the way back. Take our feet out in front of us for sitting forward fold. Once again, if you want to use that blanket, it can help elevate those hips a little bit. And we'll gradually make our way forward, inhaling up and exhaling as we creep our way forward bit by bit. You can grab on your legs. Making your way bit by bit with your breath. And when you get where you're going, go ahead and round those shoulders, curl all the way in. Release everything. Good place to feel your breath fill up your belly and deflate. One more breath right here. We'll gradually walk our way up out of it. Bring in that left foot. We're going to cross the right one over, getting ready for a twist. We'll take our right hand behind our spine. Left elbow can go on that right knee. And we'll inhale up. Exhale as we twist slightly. Letting your breath guide you. Feeling your center, your strength. One more breath here. And we'll gradually come on up out of it. Bring both legs forward and shake them out. Switch to the other side. So this time we're going to take that right leg, bring it on in, and left one will cross over. So that left hand will go behind the spine, and the right elbow will come to the knee, the left knee. So inhale up, exhaling your twist. Thinking of lengthening up on your inhalation. Exhaling in your twist. 2 more breaths here. Come on back and release. Let's bring those legs forward and shake them out. And make sure you've got some room behind you. And bend those knees and hug them on into your chest. We're going to make some circles, massaging our lower lumbar spine. First one direction. And when you're ready, you can switch and go the opposite direction. Bringing balance. And gradually slow those movements down. Come back to center. And you can look for that strap. We're going to lengthen our left leg on the mat. And go ahead and make a little stirrup and hook that right ball of your foot. Doesn't need to be tight. It's just something to square you down. So we'll square our hips, energize our legs. Take that strap with both hands and we'll press the ball of the foot into that strap while at the same time we pull that strap toward us. Breathe deeply here. One more breath just like that. And then we'll release that left hand, palm down to the side in a T. We're going to inhale and open that hip flexor up to the right. Taking care to stop before that lower spine pops off the mat. There'll come a place where it wants to, so stop right there. A couple deep breaths here in your hip opener. And then let your next breath guide you back to the center. And get that strap with both hands and release the right hand, palm down to the mat. And we're going to guide it over to a twist as it's going to go to the left. That right palm can flip over and your gaze can look towards your right palm. If you want to come all the way down, you can. So we're going to inhale and reach down here. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhaling and reaching. Exhaling and melting. And let the next one guide you back to the center. Back to midline. And get that strap with both hands and bend that knee and release it. Lowering it down. Noticing that increased length it seems to have with that stretch. Bend our left leg this time. Go ahead and get that strap to hook on the ball of your foot, and we'll raise our left leg skyward. 2 hands on the straps, squaring those hips as much as possible. We'll press our foot into the strap while at the same time we use our hands and our arms to pull that leg toward us. We'll breathe right here. And we're going to release that right hand, palm down to the right. Bring that left leg, guiding it into hip opener over to the left. Taking care to stop at that point where that lower spine wants to pop off the ground. When you arrive, breathe deeply here, in and out. Let your next breath guide you back to center. Grab that strap with both hands. Take a couple centering breaths right here. I'm going to release that left hand to the left. I'm going to bring a leg over to the right in a twist. Palm can flip up and your gaze can go to your left open palm. As you arrive, go ahead and inhale and reach. Exhale, melt. A couple more just like that. Enjoying this lovely twist. Then let your next breath guide you up. Coming back to center. Both hands on the strap. We'll bend that knee, release the strap. And lower that leg all the way down to do the other one. When you arrive, we're going to go ahead and wiggle, starting at the base of our spine. Our arms along by our sides, wiggling it out. And we'll bend our feet, grab the back of our thighs, tuck our chin toward our chest. We're going to get ready to rock to and fro, massaging our entire spine. I'm going to rock up to boat pose. And you can stay with your boat out of the water if you want to bring it down on a sandbar. Take our arms in front, and we can inhale to the right. Exhale, center. And over to the left. Inhale. Exhale, center. And one more time each side. And bend those knees and bring them all the way in. Take the soles of our feet and plant them together. Making our way forward. You can use your elbows on your knees to guide them. And your opener. So we'll inhale and exhale as we gradually make our way forward, using our elbows to ground our legs. Release your head, your neck, your jaw, your shoulders. When you get where you're going, you can go ahead and curl it all the way in. Breathe deeply here. And we'll gradually come on out of it, gently, kindly, mindfully. Our knees together, and our feet forward. And we'll inhale our arms out and up. Exhale, heart center. Once again, inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, heart center. We're going to take our hands a little bit behind our back. Point the fingertips forward. Bend our knees. Plant our feet on the mat. Then we're going to inhale and lift up. Exhale, come on down. Once again, inhale, plant those feet. Come on up. Exhale, all the way down. Let's come onto our backs. We're getting ready for Shavasana, your final resting pose. So hug those knees in. Let's raise those feet skyward and flex and point. Roll those ankles. Give them some movement. Those knees in, chin toward the chest, and release. Once again, hug them in, and release. And bring your legs all the way down, arms and palms by your side. Go ahead and wiggle out any little last movements. I like to think of it like a cake, wiggling out all those little last minute bubbles. You can breathe deeply right here. Restorative breath, feeling the earth hold you. Avoiding all your effort. And since hopefully you're at home, you can go ahead and stay there as long as time will allow. And I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today. May the light in me honor the light in you. Namaste.